guys, what's up? It's Paige. It's been a minute. I'm back. We're here. My iced coffee, my vape, because I have not smoked in 5 days. And I am just gonna do a as you can see, my hair is very short now. I took the opportunity at Christmas with quarantine to buzz it all the way down. I'll put a picture here. As you can see, it used to be so much shorter and it's so much longer now. It's growing, it's really healthy. This is my natural hair color, which I haven't seen since 2010, I would say. So here's that. And so it is growing out so healthy and so thick, and I'm so proud of myself. And the idea is to not touch it. Say hi, Winnie. Say hi. We finally got Winnie her surgery. She was fixed. She hopefully will not be running around the house screaming anymore. Right? Yeah. Oh, I got a snake. So here's a picture of him. His name's Murray. He is an Anri Kenyan sand boa. He was a little bitty baby when I first bought him, and now he's still a little bitty baby, but he has had one shed and he's a sweet boy and I love him. My hair's growing, my skin is glowing. There are, obviously my mental health is still not so much an issue, but it is an ongoing journey. I'm currently on Prozac, Lamictal, and Vyvanse, and that seems to be the sweet spot between manic and depressive. It seems to be the sweet spot between me lashing out and me crying all day. So it's definitely great, good to feel, good to kind of still have those emotions, but they're tempered a little bit. I 100% credit Lamictal for that. I'd love to eventually be able to pull back on the Prozac and just be on the Lamictal. But I also don't want to mess with a good thing. Relationship-wise, I am in a really great relationship right now. And it's definitely just been very rewarding to me to kind of get a feel for how relationships are supposed to be. You know, I'm almost 30. My partner is going to be 35 this year. He is great. And, you know, I'm really, after, let's see, almost 6 months, finally starting to unlearn some of the learned habits in previous relationships. So that's going really well. I'm super thrilled with that. Weight and physical health wise. I went to the doctor in November and they did all my blood work and it came back that my thyroid is fine, but I am anemic and I have vitamin D deficiency. It might be an absorption issue. I went back yesterday. They did my vitamin D test again. So I should have the results for that soon. But I also brought up that I'm having an awful time losing weight, despite exercising, despite eating similarly to my peers. I have what is the thing called? Every plate delivery coming today. So that'll be exciting. I'll go through that later. But it's just like I can't get ahead. And my doctor did my weight, of course. And granted, I had shoes and such on, but I also had shoes and coat on when I did the last weigh-in there. And I had actually gained 5 pounds despite trying to lose it. And I explained to my doctor, you know, the only way I can lose weight is by heavily restricting to like 600, 700 calories a day, intermittent fasting where I only eat once a day. And it's just very triggering of my eating disorder issues and also just in general not healthy. Because at this point, you know, I'm almost 30. Like I said, I'm in a healthy relationship. Yes, I have some issues with body image, but at this point, it's like I need to lose weight for my body, like my physical body, because like, I mean, I can feel it on my joints. I can feel it on my knees. I can see it on my face. You know, I can feel it in my lungs. And so, you know, I am trying to cut back or quit on smoking. I was off cigarettes for almost 2 months. And then Christmas happened and a devastating personal loss happened. And I sort of jumped right back on to smoking basically a pack and a half a day. And I definitely noticed a change in my breathing. I definitely was coughing more, and I'm still trying to get out of that. But it's definitely improving. Like I said, I think as of right now, it's been like 5 days. So I'm definitely, and yes, I'm still, I mean, I almost always have a nicotine supplement, whether it be a piece of gum or a pouch or a vape. They did all my blood work again. I am not pre-diabetic. I just want to put that out there because most people, when they hear of metabolic syndrome or syndrome X, they assume type 2 diabetes or pre-diabetic. This is like pre-diabetic, in which they want to make sure that my insulin levels are fine. Everything's fine. There are 5 criteria a person has to meet to be diagnosed with metabolic syndrome or syndrome X. And I'm going to put them right here. But the 5 are a large waist. It's 35 inches plus in women and 40 inches plus in men. I am almost double that, so definitely meet that one. A high triglyceride level determined by blood work. It is high when you consider more fat. When you consume more fat than your body needs. So levels over 150 milligrams per deciliter or 1.7 grams per liter. You can only find that out through blood work. So if you've had a blood workup panel, you'll be able to see that. Reduced HDL or good cholesterol. So most of us know there's good and bad cholesterol in our bodies. Bad cholesterol is in the arteries. Good cholesterol is what removes bad cholesterol and keeps it from building up. So levels of lower than 40 milligrams per deciliter in men and 50 in women. So when I pull up my lab results, my cholesterol is a value of 184. I apologize. I do not know the specific units of measurement for this because it's not written and I'm not a doctor. But my HDL cholesterol is low at a value of 41 and my LDL cholesterol is high at a value of 125. So if we look back at those signs of metabolic disorders, they look for levels below 40 with the HDL. My HDL was 41, so it's right on the cusp of being lower, but my LDL is way high at 125. So though I don't meet that specifically, there's definitely an issue there. Increased blood pressure, of hypertension. They look for levels of 130 over 85 or higher. My blood pressure yesterday when being measured was exactly 130 over 85, but it has been high to the point where it is notated in my chart that if it does not start to go down, they're going to have to look at a blood pressure solution. And an elevated fasting sugar, which I believe, it has to be over 100 milligrams per deciliter. I am not sure. I know that I meet at least 4 of the 5 signs. My doctor is sending me a follow-up note with more detail. But so after all this time, I finally have again, it's not a diagnosis, but it's a cluster of issues that are called this syndrome X or this metabolic syndrome. So they put me on a medication called metformin. It's 2 times a day, and I want to say it's 500 milligrams. And it's so funny because when I called my mom yesterday to tell her that, she said, "Oh, that's the medication your grandfather's on," which he is on it for type 2 diabetes. I'm gonna put some clips in here of some kind of body checks, but I carry just all my weight in my stomach. Like my arms, yes, they're not, everything else is proportional. Yes, it could be toned more, but it is proportional. But my stomach is just like, it's just too much. And I've always just had, if you look at childhood pictures of me, it's always just tummy from the time, probably since I hit puberty. It's just always been tummy. They gave me a 30-day supply of the metformin. We're going to see where we are at the end of that. I also am trying to incorporate 30 minutes a day of exercise. I did wake up this morning at like 6 a.m. to do this workout. And honestly, like the workout, it's for elderly people. It's a chair workout. It's high interval training, but it's still for seniors. It's an elder workout. And let me tell you, it kicked my butt. And I think that sometimes we kind of have to, especially when you're bigger, and I'm just going to be straight up. Yesterday I weighed in at 277 pounds. And again, if you review my body checks, there's no way I look like I'm 277 pounds. And my frame is big. Like my shoulders are broad. I am not built like a ballerina. I am built like a linebacker, and that's fine. I'm starting to just accept that. But You know, I mean, that's still a lot, I know. And so I woke up this morning early because I hate doing anything after work. I barely ever get my homework done for grad school, which is going well, by the way. That's a whole other video. I woke up this morning and I went ahead and did my 30 minutes of exercise. It kicked my butt. If I'm looking at my results here, I'm looking at this activity. I did the HIIT training for 30 minutes, burnt 154 active calories, 226 regular calories. My average heart rate was 128, but ranged between 94 and 149. It's really difficult to gauge heart rate during a HIIT workout because of that high intensity interval. It does go up and down a lot. But you know, I felt great. I took a shower afterward. I'm trying to keep up with self-care. We're all going through it. You know, I don't know anybody, and it's so funny. I use that like first time meme a lot when people who are typically mentally stable start talking about mental instability, because, you know, like for me, this, I'm speaking specifically for myself, this isn't even that bad. I've definitely been worse. I've been more depressed. I've been more anxious. I've been more inclined towards self-harm. It's been so much worse. A lot of people that I've spoken with have taken this time to like reconnect with their families. Have taken this time to enjoy hobbies that maybe they've put behind. Quite a few people went back to school entirely online. So hey, like if there's anything that's coming out of this, it's hopefully a renewed interest in something outside of work. Then I have an Every Plate package coming today with a couple meals in it. I'll review those when they get here. All right, guys. So the food box from Every Plate was supposed to be here yesterday. It just arrived today, which is fine. People are definitely having some issues with their mail right now due to the weather, so not a huge deal. So let's go ahead and crack this thing open and see what we got. I mean, I know what meals we got, but you know how it comes. Now, the thing is, after researching, I found that Every Plate's packaging is all recyclable. So let's check it out. So right from the top, we get some silver kind of packing material that probably holds. It's cool. It comes with these recipe cards and just a little experience booklet, I think, since maybe that's just with the first one. So the 3 recipes I went with are melty mozzarella, tomato jam. Oh, melty mozzarella, tomato jam, and zucchini paninis. And then griddled onion burgers, which I upgraded to have sweet potato fries rather than regular fries, since the panini comes with a potato, and Vietnamese steak bowls. So let's see. It's all sealed really well. And then there's just like a little box down in here. So let's pull this out. Okay, it's still very cold on the bottom. So good to see that. And I love how, if I could get this out, everything is just in this like one little box. And then there's a few things on the bottom. The meat products are on the bottom. So I like how they separate out. One of the other ones I tried, they didn't separate, like they separated everything by meal, which was great, but a lot more packaging. And then inside of it is just this big ice thing, which I'm gonna put back in my freezer. It'll be perfect and the perfect size. We're putting in the cooler this summer when I hopefully am able to go places and do things again. So just pop that in there. And let's check it out. So let's see. Came with, and these are for 2 people, which since I live by myself, my hair's like atrocious right now because I've just been working. But these come with the stuff for 2 people. So since I live by myself, that's a dinner or a leftover, or if I'm cooking for my partner or a friend, then we can have both. So it comes with these 2 buns, brioche buns for the burgers, I would assume. A couple things of ciabatta, which I would believe probably go with maybe the panini. On the panini, a container of jasmine rice, a container of shredded mozzarella cheese, 2 containers of mozzarella cheese, some Italian seasoning, mayonnaise, it says right there, I'm mayo, that's cute. 2 things of mayo. Oh my god, how cute is this? A little thing of balsamic vinaigrette, which I wish that I could pick what ingredients I already have, because but that's okay. A little thing of balsamic vinaigrette, a little thing of white wine vinegar, which I have as well, a little thing of soy sauce, and another mayonnaise. I'm not sure what all has mayonnaise, but whatever. And then another thing of soy sauce and a thing of sriracha chili sauce. So that's exciting. And then everything else in this box is just veggies. And I like how they didn't package them. They didn't try to make them look like, you know, they didn't individually wrap them or anything. So there's a carrot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Yukon yellow potatoes, 2 sweet potatoes, a bulb of garlic, a shallot, a big shallot, a Roma tomato, a couple of cucumbers, which I really don't like cucumbers, but I'm going to try to get over that, and a yellow onion. So that is everything. And like I said, I have a student discount. It was $30, give or take, for these meals. Oh, and then sliced beefsteak for the bowls and ground beef for the burgers. So, and everything looks, I mean, really good, really well packaged. Nothing's leaking or wet, which is good. So I'm just going to put everything in the refrigerator. And I'm also going to link my referral code down below for, I want to say, for every time I get a referral, I get money off my boxes and you get money off your boxes. So if you're interested in checking out every plate, go ahead and click the link and research it. But that is the unboxing. And I have to say, based on the packaging and how it is minimally packaged, aside from the sauces, I'm happy with it. Like I said, I wish I could pick and choose. Like, I have rice already, I have mayonnaise already, but honestly, overall, I'm really thrilled. So I will have to follow up and let you guys know how the first meal turns out. Thanks. But I am gonna sign off for now. I'll talk to you later.